a tiny space that people are dragging for, where people jump the fence still. People tend to overuse. It's possible we could take our full rooms that, oh, what if I'm going to a wedding? No, hello, I don't like this. All right, watch your steps. Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. Them basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. Gucci, Louis. Hi loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Francesca. In case this is your first time stopping by or you are returning, then thank you for clicking this video. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, all that good stuff. Today's video is about tips for staying in a school hostel. These are things that nobody will tell you, nobody told me, and people are not telling others. So I wanted to just, come here and tell you guys so that you will not make mistakes. As far as you come across this video, these are some of the things you need to avoid, you need to be aware of. They will not tell you this until you are inside, and then you'll be like, man, why did people not say this before we enter? So if you are interested to know some of the tips and things you need to know before you move your load into a university hostel, then keep on watching. All right, so right here I wrote down like a couple of things. I wrote down like 5 or 6 things that I thought were very, very, very important, things that you should know, but nobody will tell you these things, and by the time you get there you'll be very disappointed. Like, then there'll be chaos, there'll be quarrels, because guys already have wahala like that. But I see girls in the hostel, by the time they get to their rooms they'll start quarreling, inviting the security, the porters to just come and settle issues. And if you have like knowledge about these things before you go there, definitely you will not fall victim to those kind of circumstances and situations. Like, you'll be able to avoid them before getting there. All right, I'm going to start from the very, very, very important thing. Like, the first most important thing you have to know is you need to pack lightly. Girls tend to overpack. Like, we'll pack buckets, we'll pack pots, we'll pack pans, we'll pack spatulas, we'll pack soup spoons, teaspoons, table knife, butter knife. You want to pack our mirrors, our ring lights, everything, our makeup, our clothes, our hangers. If it's possible, we could take our full rooms to the place. But I'm just here to tell you guys that you need to pack lightly. If you're given like a bed space that doesn't have cupboards allocated to it, then you could at least make like a mini size cupboard that you can keep your food items, important things that you could put into the cupboard and lock. Right, it's really, really important to lock. But before we get there, let me really, really, really talk about how you should pack lightly. If you're going to a school hostel, have it in mind that first of all, you are not the only person in that room. And for the hostels I've seen, they are really, really, really small compared to what you envision. Keep in mind that all of these people are still bringing their own items. They are bringing their own loads from their houses. And since the room is so small, where are you guys going to put your own things? Like, if you are coming to school, for those people that have lots of clothing and you are thinking about how to downsize it, take like only the basic things. Don't take things that, oh, what if I'm going to a wedding? No, don't do that. Just have it in mind that you are not the only one in the room. The room is not big, and at the end of the day, you and your roommates will definitely end up fighting for space. This one is very, very, very common. Girls and guys fighting for space. If you enter in your 100 level, definitely you will feel more entitled and want your own space, your own corner. And when I say corner, this is like a tiny space that people are dragging for. Like, people could be dragging for half a tile at this point. To sum it all up, in order to avoid fighting for space, fighting for a corner that is even too small to contain anything, just pack lightly. Especially if you are coming from a far distance, like if you are traveling from one state to another state to school or to stay in a hostel, do not pack a lot of things. Like, pack only the things that are essential. Don't forget, you're going to school. You're definitely going to buy more things as you're in school. You buy more clothing items, makeup items, and the rest. Don't pack things that you will not need. The next thing is learn to keep your belongings safe. I'm talking about how you need to get like padlocks. If you're getting an external cupboard, as I said before in the previous point, get like the one that you can lock all your personal belongings. Make sure that you keep your things safe, because in a hostel there are different people from different backgrounds that we cannot judge, and some they tend to pick things, right? Things that don't belong to them, they pick it. There are times where people jump the fence to steal from the hostel when people are sleeping, you know. That is a scary thing that nobody will ever tell you. Girls tend to steal from each other and all of those things. So in order to avoid them, make sure that you keep your things safe before you sleep, before you go out to class, before you run off. Make sure that the first thing you do or the last thing you do is to keep your things safe. Padlock your cupboard, padlock your bag, padlock wherever you keep your personal most important belongings, things that you know that okay, if they go missing it's going to be trouble. Make sure you keep them, keep the things well. All right, make sure you learn to keep them safe. Don't just keep them anyhow, then at the end of the day somebody comes in, steal your things, nobody's going to help you. Let me just be honest, but your things are gone, right? Don't be part of those that are losing, and make sure you keep your things. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is get a fan. I would advise, if you are somebody that hates like excessive heat, get 2 fans, wall fans that everybody has, electrical fan that you can use even when there's no light. Like you just plug it in, right? You plug it, you charge it. So when it's charged, you can use it. This is what I'm actually using because I'm feeling so much heat right now. Yeah, in school, like having these 2 fans has been something that I never knew I lacked. I needed, right, until I got it. So I don't want you to have to face that too. So just as you're preparing, prepare well, you know, because lights in hostels are not 24/7 except for the weekends, right? In uniben, for example, there's light 24 hours a day from Saturday and Sunday. I'm saying this because it really affected me and I don't want to affect you, right? The stress from going to class, coming back, and the heat, no. It's not something that I wish for you. So just be prepared. The next thing I want to say is set boundaries to prevent people from misusing your things. Everybody has different characters. They are from different backgrounds, different local governments, different religions, if the case may be. They have different mindset, yeah. Like for somebody like me, I would never like go to your space and like sit down or lie down except we are tight. Like except we are really close. I wouldn't leave my space to your space or and use your things. I don't know if you get, like, there are some people that are very comfortable with this type of thing. So what you do is that whenever you get to a room, I would advise that whenever you get to a place, don't just open your mouth, be loud and like, hey, what's up everybody? Yeah, you can like make acquaintance. Hey, what's your name? My name is this, your name is that. Wow, nice to meet you. We are roommates and all of that. But I don't expect you as a person to just like jump in and just be like friendly and yo, you can use my thing, you can use mine, you can use mine. Because as girls, for example, it will get to a point you will be tired of sharing your things because people tend to overuse, misuse when given like the opportunity to the extent that they will use the ones that you yourself, you know how you manage it. I don't know how to put it now. I manage my things according to how I know that okay, I'm expecting money by this time to refill these things, right? But there are some people that they do not know that you are managing this thing, and the day you will not give is not a problem. So when you get to a place, observe first. Observe the kind of people that are around you. If you're the kind of friendly person, fine, you can make friends while observing. You can just observe the kind of persons you are in a room with. Don't forget that everybody has different character. I've seen people come and complain and you just be like, you allowed the person the first time, so why is there a problem now? Let's try and set boundaries. If somebody tries to overstep, they'll be like, wow, there are things I don't like I don't like A, B, C, and D. I don't like when people do this and that to me. I don't like when people like use my stuff without permission. You know, those kind of things are the boundaries you need to set immediately. Don't let somebody walk over you before you start like quarreling. To avoid quarrel, once you set boundaries, like people tend to like take actions and be like, oh no, she doesn't like that, so I will not do that. She doesn't like me doing this and I won't do this. Especially your bed. Like people can just come in, strangers don't even know who you are, but they'll just lie down on your bed, right? I watched a video and the guy was like, the best thing to do is to mess up your bed so that when somebody comes, they don't lie on it. But me, I like a clean bed when I'm coming back. I might not be the neatest person, but my bed, let it be arranged so that by the time I return, I can just lie down and allow fun to touch my body before I think of the next thing to do. So I would not appreciate me coming back to my room and seeing somebody lying on it and you don't even know me. Like, why would you do that, right? Or you use my thing without me being aware. Of course, I would not like that, and I think you wouldn't like it too. To avoid those kind of things, set your boundaries. Tell people, I don't like this. Even if, okay, maybe you can't tell everybody, tell one particular person that you know that that person is actually vocal and can intercede for you when you're not there. So you tell A, well, I don't like this kind of things. Please, when I'm not around, don't allow people to do this, and that. So she will be the one to relay the message, or he will be the one to tell everybody that you don't like that kind of thing. Right? If you're not a confrontational person, but if you're a confrontational person, my sister, my brother, tell them, hello, I don't like this. All right, watch your steps. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. So another thing that I would advise you to do is that when you are going to a public federal hostel, right? The word public, get yourself this, right? This is, it could be a custom bucket, just this mini bucket. I will not expatiate or elaborate on what you need to use it to do, but just have it in mind that you're going to a public place, right? And a public place means there are public toilets that people have used generations before you even got there. People tend to have like different illnesses, different diseases, they are carriers of different things. Even the littlest of bacteria can be transmitted to another person when you use that same thing. So what the school will advise you is to get this bucket so that you can use. They will not tell you this one until you get there. So I want you to just prepare your mind. If you have something that is easier for you, I know like there are things people use for camping that you can get at supermarkets, like camping buckets that people use outdoors to ease themselves. You can get that instead, or get something that you know it will be easy for you, and get lots of antiseptic. They will not tell you this. Let me be the one to tell you. Make sure that whatever you are doing, you are using antiseptics to prevent germs from moving from A to you. All right. Yeah, so those are kind of a few of my tips that I think you should also know. So before you move into a hostel, first of all, calm down, relax. Because I know before we get there, we have like this imagination of how the hostel is gonna be, how you're gonna, live life in your cute hostel bed and everything. Then you get there and you get disappointed, and then you start seeing different behaviors from different people, and you start getting kind of irritated or kind of angry. Sometimes it leads to quarrels, sometimes it leads to you just getting tired of the situation. In order to avoid that, that is why I'm here, right? I want to share a story with you guys. When I got admission into the University of Benin, I was really, really, really happy. And before then, I used to watch lots of Nickelodeon movies, Who Knows Zoe 101, and you see like her hostel, their hostel rooms, so cute, so fine. I had like that picture in my head until I got there, right? So that is what prompted me to make hostel tours for uniben, and I wanted another person to see what I couldn't see. If you just got admission, congratulations, my love. I know how hard it is to gain admission, and I know the joy you must be feeling now that you've gotten admission, or you're already in school and maybe they just gave you a hostel space. I know how happy you are that finally you have gotten what you want to make life easier for you in school. I checked on Google, YouTube and everything. I couldn't get like a tour. They couldn't show me what the room looked like. So I took it upon myself and I showed everybody what the rooms in uniben hostels look like. Measured a bunk bed, right? Divide it into two. This is a tip. Divide it into two and measure your own size. So if a bed is this long, divide it into two and just assume that that is where your space is going, your items, your luggage, everything is going to fit in. Then pack, right? That's very good. Just do that, and then you can come back to this video and tell me if I was able to help you or not. So yeah, that's pretty much my tips to help you live an easier life in school. If my tips were helpful, don't just leave. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If this is your first time, I'm so happy that you are here. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel for university tips and all of that, so you can check it out separately. I make vlogs, I make YouTube tips, I make other videos. You can also message me on IG if you have any questions that you want to ask. Now answer. Like the video, subscribe, and so till I come your way again to another video or a vlog, please do not forget to stay safe. Bye. You thought I was feeling you?
That nigga a munch. Nigga either he ate it for lunch. Tell my baddie I get what I want, like. You thought I was feeling you? No, I was feeling you. That nigga a munch. Nigga either he ate it for lunch. Tell my baddie.